Welcome to another amazing episode of the Panty Nectar podcast. It is your host, Panty Nectar here. I'm actually live on Discord right now, which is super cool seeing these people. We usually go live on OnlyFans, so welcome everyone on Discord as well, live with me right now. We have a lot of fun things planned for today's episode, but before we get into that, I'd love to introduce my hoodied out co-host over there, Mr. P.
Hello, Panty Nectar, my dear. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I am fantastic. It's so good to be here. Yes, I do have a hoodie on because it gets so cold in here. There's an air conditioning vent.
Fingers
blowing.
are freezing.
Yeah, and I like it cold, but there's an air conditioning vent blowing right on me, so I have to adapt a little bit. But it's great to be here.
Well, welcome, and I'm so glad that you're here. Today, for today's episode, I hope you guys know a lot of these episodes, they're not like pre-planned, this whole dramatic, we're going to talk about this for 5 minutes and then we'll go into this and then we just kind of think of what I want to talk about, usually the day of. I want to make sure that they're interesting topics and educational topics as well, because I want you guys to get value out of the podcast.
Can I go over my show notes with you real quick, Panty Nectar? I have this real nice, fancy, pretty leather portfolio journal thing or whatever it is. And here's my show notes. Can you see it? Can everybody see it there?
Zip.
It's blank. So yeah.
I love that it stays in front of you anyways, though.
We're very professional over here, as you can tell.
This is not some elaborate plan. We just make sure lighting looks good and we roll with it.
But it's a lot of fun. I mean, that's just kind of what Panty Nectar embodies too, right? I mean, this Panty Nectar is not a scripted routine of whatever it may be. It's Panty Nectar is whatever it is for the day that you're doing, whether it's taking a shower or giving a blowjob or getting fucked in the ass, maybe doing some ass to mouth. Who knows? I mean, I could go on all these tangential things about that particularly, but just like with Panty Nectar, this is the same type thing, and it makes it a lot more fun, in my opinion, because it is unscripted in a lot of ways. You have a general idea, which for each show you just kind of toss it to me, and it's like, this is your show, so we talk about whatever it is that you want to talk about, and we roll with it. So of course you have a little topic you want to cover today, which I'm excited to cover.
Yes. So I do have a few things that I want to go over, but before we get into all of that, I just want to start with, I get asked a lot, quite a few questions like, what does it take to hook up with you? Or, I'm this and my wife is that. So does that appeal to you? And that being like, oh, I'm bi and she's this and what, all these different names. So I thought this would be a really fun episode to talk about, because I don't think a lot of people think the same way that I do. And I'm sure there are people out there that can agree with me on this, but I don't know. I think I take a different take on this than most people. And I don't mean this in this is not like a rude way of it doesn't bother me when people do these things, but it's just funny to me how people put an identity with these things. So one husband earlier said something about his wife being bi, something like that. And I'm in my head, I was just thinking those things don't matter to me. I don't care if you're bi or if you're trans or if you like a fucking, a fur butt plug up your ass. I don't care what any of those labels are. If I'm attracted to you and if I want to sleep with you, then I will. That's just kind of how that works for me. I don't really hold an identity like most people probably listening, if you've ever DM'd me and asked me if I'm a hot wife, I always say, yeah, because I am a hot wife. Look at me. Like I am a hot wife, but I know that there's a meaning to that, like of a scenario where the woman goes out and does all these things, you know, whatever it is, hot wifing. So it's just, I don't know. I play with people a little bit with that because it's funny to me. Like, why do we hold so much value in those words? Yeah, I don't know.
Well, it's just kind of the identification of it, right? And people want to feel, I think, welcome and at home and, with this particular group. Hey, these people are like me, which is great. I mean, we all like to be surrounded by people who think like us, for the most part. But also it's very good to be challenged and be around people who don't think like us. But
absolutely.
But what you're getting at is kind of it's a whole different thing because it's like, especially sexually, your likes and dislikes are constantly changing and adjusting and things, right? So like, something that you may have not liked 2 years ago, you may be into now, right? And so what do you identify as then, and everybody wants to, I mean, how many different genders are there now?
Yeah.
Much respect to anybody, do whatever the hell you want to do with your body. I don't care. But, I don't know how many genders there are right now, but I can bet you that in 2 years there will be more. It's like, it's like also like with the rainbow flag too, like, why do we have to go in and start adding colors and stuff to a rainbow? A rainbow is the rainbow. It's that simple. It's because people want to be thrown in and more welcomed into this minority type scenario that they feel, I think, more associated with. But then at the same time, it becomes so diluted. Like, what does a rainbow flag stand for anymore? Like it used to be, or so I thought. Maybe I was misguided this entire time.
Everyone, all the colors.
I thought it was for, to represent the gay and bisexual community. Fantastic, great. But now it's become this whole other issue, and it's like, oh my gosh, I can't even. And the thing is I love rainbows. It's like, holy crap. But yeah.
It cracks me up the most, like when I have, I think you'll know exactly what I'm talking about, but we had a specific couple, like, we did not see eye to eye on things and did not decide to go any further with anything. And then they like freaked out and was like, oh, well, we're not swingers though. And I'm like, whoa, like what, who, like they thought that had a negative connotation towards that word in my eyes. And I'm like, why? Like, I don't care if you label yourself as a swinger or not. Like that to me has no negative connotation or positive connotation to it. Like I don't put any emotion inside those words. So it's funny, like seeing people like, oh, we all watch lesbian porn. Don't play around. Like we all watch it. So it's just interesting to me when people like, oh, I'm not bi, I'm straight. And it's like, okay,
what
whatever
does that
you want,
mean,
whatever
right?
you want to be. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like whatever.
On that topic, straight, like let's talk about that. How many guys who claim to be straight have seen a transsexual girl that's like, holy crap,
that's actually hot,
absolutely gorgeous, and then you don't find out till later that like, dude, like that chick has a dick.
Exactly.
And maybe that's not maybe that's not a transsexual, I don't know, but like chicks with dicks, fuck, there's subreddits about it. So like
there's some pretty hot
and like
chicks too.
Dead freaking serious.
Yeah,
there's some
you would
gorgeous,
never know.
Yeah, so like
until they take their pants off.
Dick bigger than me, I wonder if it can shoot a load like me.
Exactly. That's funny. Yeah. I don't know. I wish the world would focus more on just like being kinder to people than putting labels to things, if that makes any sense. Like if we would just teach teach everyone in our immediate circle around us to be kinder to people and to put out more love in the universe, then I don't think we would have a need to have all these names and things to feel like we have to fit in. You know what I mean? That's what makes me the most sad is like, I'll hype anybody up. I think we all deserve to be loved and to have love in our lives. And a lot of people don't. And so it's always interesting to me seeing how people react from those things of like maybe not having love in their life and like, all those things that go with it. And that's a whole other topic, but
and I think, you talk about just be kind, be who you are, and if you are gay, if you are whatever it is you may be,
be it,
be you.
Fuck what anybody says. And
let me be clear. I'm not trying to ostracize anybody, especially minority groups, not hiding it here. I'm a white guy. There's things that I have I've never experienced, being called hateful racial slurs. There's certain things I've never experienced. So we are not trying to cast any judgment upon anybody. We just want people to be themselves. And I don't think that you have to go around and beat a freaking drum and go running up and down Main Street, to be proud of who you are sexually, personally, right? Like,
I think the great example of that, we were talking about this the other day, was Freddie Mercury.
Yeah.
Like Freddie Mercury didn't give a fuck what anyone thought about him. He didn't. He just was who he was, and he knew on the inside that he was a great human being. You know what I mean? Like he knew he wasn't some dirtbag guy. So he just continued to walk that path of being who he was and living his life for himself. And, what an incredible human being that got to share his story and his music with so many people. So just like that, like I just be who you are, be whoever you are, be whoever you want to be. And you don't have to scream it from the rooftops. You just have to feel it internally within, and that's all that matters.
Yeah. And I think that so many people we listen to Eckhart Tolle, right? And a lot of people won't understand this, but he talks about pain bodies, and that is basically just this pain that you have inside that you can't necessarily get rid of. And trust me, I have tons of that, right? And just being totally candid. And it's easy to be angry.
Right. It
is easy to hate somebody, especially when someone does something mean or spiteful or rude or hateful towards you.
Right.
And then it's justified. But I truly believe, especially after practicing this or trying to over the past few years, that life is so much better with just love.
Yeah.
And truly just love your neighbor, and more importantly, love yourself. And that's what you have to. That's all where it starts. If you're listening to this podcast, you're probably not the straight lace type, right? I mean, like, let's face it. You didn't come across Panty Nectar and you didn't click on the Panty Nectar podcast because you found us in church.
Right.
No, I mean, like, and so we're the type of people that, hey, I'll say I made tons of mistakes, but it's like we were watching the show earlier yesterday with Steve-O on it. The Hot Wings show where they eat hot wings. What's that called?
What is it? The Hot Ones or something?
Ones,
yeah.
And Steve-O, and he looks great now. And I used to love watching that guy on Jackass and all those years. But they were so far off in drugs and just being crazy that, I can't believe any of them are still alive today.
Seriously.
But Steve-O said at the end, he was talking about, he's like, I'm just in a great place. And he looks good. He's healthy. And I don't know how I got off on this, but just be happy with who you are and be proud of who you are, and don't let past thoughts, past mistakes control and dictate who you are now. Live for the present, live for now, be a good human being now.
Mm-hmm. Steve-O was talking about how he never felt comfortable in his own skin and that's kind of like why he was so extra, was because he needed something else to kind of take the spotlight over him not feeling so confident. And now he's like really deep into like a lot of stuff like the universe.
And I kind of identified with that, and he talked about, he's like, oh yeah, it's like a common trait in alcoholics. And I was like, wow. And I was like, because I didn't necessarily feel that comfortable in my own skin when I was a kid. I mean, how many kids do? You know what I mean? Like you grow up and you're so like, you don't understand the world around you at all.
No.
And you're trying to fit in, but you don't even know what fitting in means, And so like, everybody has weird experiences, some better, some worse as kids. But I definitely related with that. It's like, and then here you are as an adult trying to make adjustments, and it's hard.
It all stems from self-accountability, and being accountable really, I think, is truly what it all stems back to.
But you know what helps cure a lot of this stuff?
What?
More blowjobs.
Of course you would.
More blowjobs, I'm telling you.
Is that the cure to everything?
It is. It's just like, you're having a bad day. Just
how many blowjobs do you think you get a week, Mr. P?
Ooh, how many blowjobs do I get a week?
Yeah.
That's a good question. I don't, it depends. Some days there's more than one. Some days there's none, but usually there's at least one.
Yeah.
Right. So
I think on average in like a week, you probably.
I'd say I average a blowjob a day.
I was going to say you at least get one a day. I think for sure.
7 a week.
7.
I average 365 blowjobs a year.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Depends. Yeah. That's funny. Could you imagine if we added it up actually in a year? We should start keeping track.
We should. We should do a vlog about a blowjob a day.
Compilation of like all of the videos together.
Dude, they have like weird things where people do things. Like there's a guy who wrote a song a day. I don't know. Where did I hear about that guy from? There's a guy who...
There's the NFT guy that does artwork once a day, remember?
Yeah, Beeple, and he's super successful, and he does amazing digital artwork. But this guy, like Beeple, instead of doing artwork like that, digital art, he writes a song a day and puts it out.
Interesting. Are they like legit songs?
Yeah. And so we could do like a blowjob a day and see how long we could keep that going for.
Yeah.
See if we could have contact Guinness. Maybe they'll put us in the world record book.
Let's do it. I'm down. Let's see what let me look up.
I wonder what the record is.
That's what I'm going to look up. Yeah. Okay. Let's see.
but here's the thing. Is it just one dude receiving a blowjob, a chick giving a blowjob, or the same chick giving a dude a blowjob, or a guy giving a guy, whatever it is, however that dynamic works.
Okay. Let's see.
We would have to fit into a category.
Oral history, the title of this says.
Okay.
Oh, Nashville news.
Nashville. Blowjobs going down in Nashville. We'll be in Nashville.
Oh my gosh. And then the first line of this article on NashvilleScene.com says Tennessee adult. Oh, shoot. Ad popped up. Oh. Tennessee adult film actress blows away an old record.
Oh, wow.
Get it? You like that?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. This says 2005. The record was set in Nashville by an actress, Summer Night. She had oral sex with 249 men in a 14-hour period.
Now, is that making all of them come?
Had oral sex is all it says. It says it's filmed for a DVD.
We had a president get impeached over oral sex, and there was
isn't that so funny?
I don't know if we can really come to an agreement, a general consensus on what oral sex is, right?
Yeah, what is that? Does that just mean you put your dick in my mouth?
Dude, then you could do that like once every 3 seconds.
Yeah.
Just this guy. Yeah.
It's so funny. Okay, so I love blowjobs, and as much as I love blowjobs, I actually have something fun to talk about.
Are we going to do a blowjob a day? People, this is serious stuff.
No,
I know people
will
have these questions.
We will come. What are the questions?
The question is now: are you going to start giving a blowjob a day and recording it and documenting it?
Yes.
We should do that.
I know you're game. No, we will. I think that would be a fun thing to do. 40 or 400 for science. Okay, so I do have a little fun giveaway type thing that I would like to do. So if you're listening live or you're listening on the podcast on
drum roll, please,
iTunes or whatever it may be, the giveaway is going to be a little bit of a scavenger hunt. So I have a question. If you know the answer to the question, you're going to write me in, no matter what platform you're on. If that's OnlyFans, Reddit, Discord, whatever it may be, you can write me a DM or a message, chat. You're going to answer the question. And if you're right, I'm going to give away a month free to my Vault, my premium member channel. It's a private channel on my Discord server that has lots of kinky fun stuff. It's got regular stuff as well, just everyday stuff. But that is the place where I put the kinky stuff because actually a lot of you don't know. OnlyFans kind of restricts what I can post as far as the type of stuff I post. So
no, they don't kind of, they do.
No, they do. Yeah, they do. I know, me trying to sugarcoat things. They do. You can't say certain words and you can't post certain things. So that is kind of where I have created a home for you guys to be able to find all my kink stuff. So it's unlike Snapchat or anything else that only holds the stuff for 24 hours. This channel holds things forever. So unless I delete it, it's going to be up there forever. So the bonus to that is if you're joining, then you'll still get all the stuff that everyone else got, beforehand. So that's pretty cool. I like that. That's a newer thing. And it's been really, 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 it's been a fun, I don't know why I didn't do it sooner, but trial and error, I ended up there. So that's, I'm happy about that.
Because it is like a vault in a sense of what you just described. Like the Snapchat's cool, but like the Snapchat, you can only get a story within the past 24 hours and then bam, it vanishes. But like with the vault, for somebody to go in there, they can go in that channel and once they subscribe, and then they see everything that you have you've posted in there because you have it set to where the read message history is on, right? Which is an option to turn on or off. But.
Yes. And so I'm going to be giving away a month free to anyone that can answer this question. And I mean, anyone. This isn't like limited to 3 people.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah.
Now, hold on. Can I make one suggestion?
Yes. Time limit on it.
Time limit.
Yes. So let's just do it for, I don't know. What do you think? What's enough time?
For people to listen to this?
Yeah.
So, well, if we're so we don't even say when
What's
we're
today,
recording
Wednesday?
podcast. So today is Wednesday, July 6th. We'll post this today probably. And then, so I say give, what were you going to say?
Sunday?
I was going to say Sunday.
Yeah. Okay. Sunday. So this will go into Sunday evening.
Do you want to do something like real corny, like Sunday at 6:09?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Real corny.
Sunday at 6:09. Sunday
at 6:09. What are we, Eastern time? I will choose, or that's where the cutoff will be for the giveaway. Okay, so ears open. I am going to open-ended winners. Thank you. Yes, that was the word that I was looking for. Open-ended winners.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't listening. I was reading the comments above that.
Can you show your clock? I think he meant your cock.
I thought he said clock.
Okay, so question is, this is like trivia for you guys. In what episode of the Panty Nectar podcast did Panty Nectar shed some tears?
Ooh.
I'm leaving it at that. Okay. So that is the question. If you know the answer, you may have to do some digging, but that's the fun part. And if you know what episode that is, if you are just a diehard Panty Nectar fan, much love, then message you. Said sorry about that. Angry Badger, be quiet. Okay, so if you know the answer, message me right now. Or when you listen to this episode, message me. And if you get it right, I will add you into that private channel. And I do want to break down Discord real quick. I would like to talk a little bit because I know a lot of you are going, Discord? What the fuck is Discord even? Discord can be a little intimidating and a little overwhelming at first. But I just want to explain it. And the best I can do is just explain my server. So that's kind of what Discord is. Discord is like different servers, different, you can say like little, think of it as like a website almost. So I have different channels in here. Some are not safe for work and some are safe for work because like, hey, sometimes we just want to admire your lawn and your mowing skills. So there's a channel for that. So when you get added into the channel, you're just open to everything. The only things that are restricted are the not safe for work channels because they require verification. So you just head to personal verification or you message myself or Randy and you just get verified and you'll be able to share your dick pics in there just like everyone else. There's a nice group in there that posts pretty consecutively in there. I think PNW posts in there quite often. So that's a lot of fun. I love seeing cocks. I'm not against seeing a cock ever. There's a sluts channel. There is a Mr. P channel if you want to see what Mr. P is up to and doing. There is a personals channel for people to reach out to one another. If you're in a certain area and want to shout out that area and see if anyone else is there, then that's the place you can write that in. The lounge is just the basic chit chat room. Sexcapades are some fun videos in there of some sexcapades going on. And I don't know, there's a ton more stuff in there, but pretty much the deal with the Vault. The Vault is another channel on my Discord server, but it's pretty much invisible to anyone that doesn't have the premium member role. So if you don't even have that role, you don't even see that channel. So it's pretty cool. It's like a secret channel. And so what I do is I add that role to that specific person. And now that channel pops up as a channel for you to be able to view. And you'll be able to find all things kink there. If you ever get out and message someone in your DMs, then know that you're not in the server anymore. You have to click back into the Panty Nectar server. Yes, baby.
If someone wanted to get the premium role, how would they do that to see the Vault?
If you would like to have that, you can head over to announcements and right under announcements. The very last post there is actually a link to how you can acquire that role. It is $10 a month for that role. And so you just go through that process, fill that out, and then that role gets automatically added to you. So I actually don't have to do anything. If you go through that link, that gets added automatically. And as soon as you file through that payment, boom, the channel will pop up for you.
Yeah. Discord's awesome. And Discord is one of my
incredible.
I think Discord, I think it's going to be around for a long, long time. It simplifies things. It takes, is it even considered social media? I don't know,
Right.
At its simplest, Discord is just a chat. It's all it is. I think I got confused with Discord, or one of the things that made it daunting to me when I first started using Discord was the term server. And I'm like, server? Like, I'm not a computer geek. I don't know how to do all this server stuff, And then all the things on the side, and I'm like, what is all this stuff? But, Discord is a chat. So like each server is its own chat, basically. And so like Panty Nectar has her own server, so she has her own Panty Nectar chat. So when you go into the Panty Nectar server, immediately like a chat pane pops up and you'll see like people talking. But the thing is that there's a bunch of different sub chat rooms basically within that server, and those sub chat rooms are what they refer to as channels. But it's nothing more complicated than that.
Right.
And so like someone who goes into the chat, they can see, but the cool part is that Panty Nectar, for her server, she can control, or any admin to that server can control different dynamics to it. So they have roles and all these different things that you can do. You can allow people to chat in certain channels. You can allow them to read only. You can allow people to post links or not, or whatever. And so it creates this real cool scenario to where everybody can make their server the what fits their needs best. And Discord is, it started with gamers. Gamers are what, Discord was used for what got it going at the beginning, but now it's been used for so much more than that. And especially over the past, year and a half or so, 2 years, with the rise in NFTs and cryptocurrency, all that rage and stuff. And so I'm looking at my pain on the servers that I have, and it's just a bunch of different NFT things. And so it's a cool way for people to get in and chit chat and share their experiences. And it's a great way for Panty Nectar to do that as well.
And it's honestly a great way to stay connected because, Reddit has shut me down before. Reddit has taken my whole profile down before. OnlyFans has the capability to do so. Snapchat has me banned. So these places have complete control over you. Discord, you really can do just about what you want on your own Discord. And so I cannot get shut down realistically on Discord. So if you ever need to find Panty Nectar, then Discord is the place to go because I will always be here for sure.
Right.
Always be on the Discord. And if you ever need help with anything, please reach out to myself or to Mr. P even, or to Randy or any of the mods here that I have in the Discord. Everyone's very friendly, very helpful, and the more the merrier. So even if you are a chick listening to this and you're worried that you can't come in here because it's my server and whatever, the more the merrier. I want people to come. I want people from all over to be in the server. This is a place for the Panty Nectar community. And so that means everyone.
Yeah, absolutely. And everybody is welcome here. Like you said, creators, girls, doesn't matter what creed, race, whatever you identify. If you identify as a dog, so be it. Bring your puppy ass in here. Of course, you just have to be of age. But even there's a safe for work sections in your Discord, where people can talk about fitness. There's a fitness channel in there. There's a gamers channel. There's a pets where people show off their dogs and cats and birds, and then of course the not safe work section. The thing is, guys love showing their dicks, and you have a channel in here called Cocks Only, which is just I'm clicked on it right now, and it's just dick pic after dick pic after dick pic.
Love it.
Videos.
Love it. Sex toys, that's a fun channel because people actually share a lot in there, the kind of sex toys that they use and stuff. So that's cool.
It's crazy.
Are you looking at all the cocks in there? I saw the look in your eyes.
I was like, man, this guy has the tip of his dick pierced. I'm like, that looks like it would hurt.
Oh, is that the
bad.
snake guy?
Let's see. I think
What's his username? BTY Snake Man or something?
Yes. Yeah. BYT.
BYT.
Dude,
yeah.
That had to hurt, man. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe that's just loose. How many? What do you think?
Yeah, who has their dick pierced?
Who has their dick pierced? Raise your hand in the back if you have your dick pierced.
All right. Well, we are going to sign off. Until next time.
See ya.